Yeah, a lot of no answers.
A lot of no answers. That happens. That happens. Okay, you ready to get some more answers, I guess?
Yeah.
I love it. Um, I want to work with you on just listed. We have a bunch of listings that I need to call around,
Okay.
and I need your help calling around them. Sound good?
Definitely.
Okay. Typically, you'll get a higher connection rate. I'm assuming, I'm wondering if you're coming up as spam again, which we'll just need to check that. But just listed, do you have the script by chance?
I don't.
Let me pull it up.
How's the weather out there? It seems like everybody's freezing.
Yeah, it's rainy today. It is rainy. Which you gotta love. Okay, I just sent it to you. But other than that, yeah, weather's it's December weather. Okay, so just listed is a really easy script, and the whole point of it is, um, well, yeah, it's just an easy script. Now, a couple of things that you need to be aware of. Did you get the script by chance?
Yeah, I got it.
Perfect. Okay. So a couple things to be aware of when you're calling, and you've heard me make these calls before, so it's going to be super similar. It's going to be more of a conversation than anything else. But couple of goals. One, you're seeing first goal is to see if anybody's looking to buy in the neighborhood we just listed in. If they might know of anybody, if they've thought about selling, whatever it may be. Second goal is to obviously set an appointment if they have thought about selling. And then if they haven't, to add them to our database so we can start drip campaigning, doing drip campaigns, keeping them up to date on what's happening in the market.
Okay. We'll need their email.
Email. Yep.
Okay.
So going through this, very, very similar to what you've been doing. Hi, hello, first name. This is Kent with Summit Realty. I'm calling because we just listed, and I'm going to put their last name in there for you. So we just listed the Johnson's home, we'll say, over on 123 Main Street. You don't even have to give a specific address. So have you noticed like there's 1280 East, 500 South?
Yes.
So you'll say we just listed a home over on 500 South.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful 4-bed, 3-bath home, and it's listed at. So I'm going to give you beds, baths, and what it's listed at, and the last name of the homeowners,
Okay.
because it's just going to make it more simple. So if someone called you and said they listed your house, neighbor's home for sale, hey, we just listed your neighbor's home for sale, the Johnsons, over on Main Street. It's listed. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath. We have it listed at $499,000. And I was wondering, who do you know that would like to move into our area? They're going to say nobody, or who is it? If they say who is it or which house is it, they probably want a little bit more information. And you say, oh, it's the Johnsons over the exact address. And at that point, you can give them the exact address because they're listening to you.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So, hello, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, this is Kent with Summit Realty. Say, how are you today? Or whatever you say, whatever's natural to you.
Yeah.
I was calling because we just listed a home for sale. We just listed your neighbor's home for sale over on 123 Main Street or whatever you want to say on 500 South. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath home listed for the price, $399,000. If it's $399,900, you don't have to say that. You can just say it $399,000. And I was wondering, who do you know that's looking to move into our area?
No
And
one.
again, no one. Okay, I completely understand and appreciate that. What about you folks? When do you plan on moving?
Okay. That'll be the second one.
So this one is all about transitions. So we've talked about transitioning into the next question, and that's what this is all about. So from the top, you're going to give the information at the beginning. So, hey, this is Emmanuel, Summit Realty, calling because we just listed the Johnson's home. I want you to put in the name, the Johnson's home over on 123 Main Street. It's this many beds, this many baths, listed for this much money. So give them time to process. At that point, you'll pause. And I was wondering, Emmanuel, who do you know that's looking to move into our area? I say, oh gosh, I don't know anybody. Or wait, whose house is for sale? It's typically what the two answers will be if they're somewhat interested and want more information.
Okay.
At that point, give them the information that they're looking for.
Perfect.
Okay. And you can be more detailed. Oh, it's the Johnson's home over on blah, 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 blah. And I'll send you the link as well so you can scroll through the pictures because it's an active listing. So you can see different details.
Oh, that'd even be even better. I could even give them a brief description of the house or something.
You can. So you're gonna give beds, baths. If they say, now which house is that? You can say, oh, it's the blue one with the green door on the corner. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Johnsons. Do you know anybody looking to move into the area? You know, I don't right now. At that point in time, say, would you mind if I sent you out the listing in case you do run into anybody? Sure. Is this a good number to text to? Yeah. At that point, send me their information. I'm going to send them a business card. Great talking to you today. Here is the Johnson's home. If you think of anybody, please let us know. And then you can ask them, what about you folks? Have you ever thought about selling now or in the near future? Again, it's all about transitioning. What about you folks? Have you ever thought about selling now or in the near future?
If they have a good phone number where you could text them, that would be good. If not, we ask for the email.
Yeah, so at that point, you'll text me and say, hey, Kent, just got off the phone with these people. They said that you could text the listing information.
Perfect.
But again, this is going to be a volume follow-up lead. Nice thing is if we get them and they're looking to sell, they're not working with anybody else, we're likely going to be able to capture those people and get them to sell. So what about you folks? Have you guys ever thought about selling maybe now or in the near future? If they say, yeah, we have, great. Where would you guys move to? Or where are you going? Or, you know, ask those next questions.
Okay.
Rarely are they going to say, yeah, we have thought about it or we would be interested. Whatever it is, you can just pass them on to me.
Okay.
Ask them the different questions. Oh, where are you guys moving to? How soon do you need to be there? Oh, that's exciting. What's causing you to make that move? So these are just different questions, different information that you want out of them.
See if we get the motive.
Yeah, the motivation. Exactly right. So again, we've talked about this a little bit. So people make decisions based on emotion and justify those decisions based on logic. So if we know their motivation or their motive to action, what's causing them to make that move, we can help them a lot better. If we don't know where they're going, how soon they have to be there, they've just thought about it, there's nothing we can do to help them. It's like going to the doctor and you saying, I have a stomach ache. And they say, oh, great, here's this medicine. And you're like, okay. You're going to trust it less. But if they say, oh, you have a stomach ache, how long have you had the stomach ache? When did you first notice it? What did you eat? What did you drink? And they're going to ask more information to see how best to help you. Because that's what professionals do.
Would be the best way to help them.
Yeah. So let's say they're not doing anything for a while. They have no interest in doing anything. Here's how you're going to get the email from them. Okay. Well, Emmanuel, I appreciate your kindness and taking a moment to speak with me today. Last question I have for you is, who is keeping you up to date on what the market's doing? Not do you have somebody, but who is keeping you up to date on what the market's doing? Oh, nobody. No one. We have an aunt that's a real estate agent, whatever it is. So if they say nobody, the next question I want you to say is would it be okay if we stayed in touch every 3 or 6 months to talk about current market conditions? Typically people will say, yeah, that's fine. Next question you're going to ask them is, what's a good email for you? Now, if they say they have thought about selling now or in the near future, you can talk to them about their motivation. But here's how you're going to set up the call for me to call them. You're going to say, would it be helpful to get a market analysis? Would it be helpful to have a market analysis to know how much your home is worth in today's market? And the reason why you're asking that is because usually they'll say yes. Yeah, that would be fine. Or that would be great, or whatever it is. Then you can say, great, I'll get that to you later this afternoon. And I'm going to have my agent, Kent, reach out to you with that information. And then I'll call them and be able to give them that market analysis. And in the meantime, talk to them about setting an appointment with me.
Perfect.
So really easy script. I make some adjustments to it. So the hello, Emmanuel. This is Kent with Summit Realty. How are you today? I'm good. Great. Glad to hear it. If you're not conversational like that, which I know you're not, you don't have to do the pleasantries. You can just say, great, I was reaching out to you today because we just listed Wendell Henry's home over on Banana Street. It's a 5-bed, 3-bath home, has a shop on it and we have it listed at 675,000. And I was wondering who you know that's looking to move into the area. That's all we're waiting for is a response. Usually it's no one. I don't know anybody right now. All up to that is great. I appreciate you thinking about it. This call is a little bit out of the blue. Would you mind if I sent you a text with the listing information in case you do run into anybody? Most people will agree to that. Say, thank you so much. I'll send that text right over. What about you folks? Do you folks have any plans on moving now or in the near future? So you're just going to move through the questions and transition, but you're going to have a lot of conversations.
Okay.
With the sleep type.
They're not expecting you, right?
They're not expecting it, no. So it's a little more of a cold call, but that's okay. It is and it isn't. It's not. You're calling them with a purpose as well. So it's not just a call out of the blue. They've probably have seen the sign. They know that their neighbor's moving. But you'll just roll through that script, and the whole goal is to see if anybody has had interest in selling, to see if anybody knows anybody that's looking to move into the neighborhood, whatever it may be.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up with my other Vortex account that has the geo leads in it. And then I'll send you beds, baths, names of the homeowners, what it's listed for, address. So you have everything right there. And then I'll also send you the link to the home so you can scroll through pictures and just get familiar with it.
All right, perfect.
But I think if we do that, we'll start making those calls no earlier than 9 o'clock.
In the morning.
In the morning, yeah. Now, next week, January 1st, 2nd, because the 1st is on Sunday, but January 2nd is the largest expired day of the year. So we're going to be cruising on expireds next week.
Monday. Perfect.
Monday. Pretty much all week. But the afternoon calls, if we can work through Follow-Up Boss and work through these just listed, just sold calls, that's what's going to be really important. And then let's talk about doing follow-up calls with you as well, because the people that you're talking to, I want you to start nurturing and following up with them.
Okay.
Love it. Any questions
we'll
about?
We should get a folder on Follow-Up Boss and depending on who's.
See, and I have a folder with the follow-ups, but I'll create a different one.
Okay.
Let me figure out how I can do that. Should be pretty simple, but that way in Follow-Up Boss, you can have different tasks that are pinging you during the day. Can you get apps on your phone?
I should be able to.
If you download the Follow-Up Boss app, it should, and turn on your notifications, it should ping you when we have a follow-up.
Okay.
And if you go in and see that you spoke with them, then follow up with them. Totally.
All right. I'll download it right now.
I love it. Any questions about Just Listed?
No. Excited to see what conversations we get from it.
I love it. We'll start on that tomorrow. Call me at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll role play it. Okay.
Okay.
So when you get on first thing in the morning, just give me a ring, and we'll role play through it and get good at it. And then next week's all about expired, setting all those appointments up.
We will a lot.
I love it. Okay, my man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, then, Kent.
Okay, thanks. Take care.
I'll keep you updated.
Please do.
All right.